Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again with another vital video, man. Peace, love, and abundance to everybody tapped in right now. If you want to support the channel, I'll leave all my links in my description for you to check out. Make sure y'all leave a like on the video. I'll show my gratitude. Shout out to Slime for putting me on to this interview. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Gates, he's been talking about semen retention for a while now. And I feel like he's put a lot of people on. He's made it mainstream in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So I want to check out this interview. It's like an hour long. I actually saw the whole thing, right? And he's dropping gems the whole time. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll leave the original video. I'll leave that link in my description. But there's a few things I wanted to highlight that he was speaking on, especially when it comes to retention. And just the benefits of it, you know, how it benefits a man in general. So, you know, without further ado, we're gonna hop into this video.
That's powerful.
Mm-hmm. Your body is all energy. Everything
That's powerful,
is energy.
Bro. I understand everything
is
saying.
energy, and these things start unlocking on. Did it? Yeah, on my semen retention journey.
How long was that journey for you?
It's been going for about. We in 2025, so it's probably been going maybe 6 years now.
Wow. What could you say is the most powerful thing that you've gained from that? That's like a very powerful man.
I don't look at women objectively. You know, because I could just go masturbate. If I'm just using this woman, I could use my hand. If I'm just using this woman to release semen, I don't like the word sex. I don't even like to have sexual conversations because people use it for clickbait. And I realized I was casting my pearls to the swine.
Facts. And I want to pause on that because I feel the same way sometimes. Like, you will see people come on the channel or come on these topics and retention doesn't work, or you wasting your time, or you can't get women. You know, it's all these insults and all this speculation. And when people like that come around, you gotta just let them be. You can't engage with them. You gotta let them live their life, right? Because everybody has the free will to choose their experience. And some folks just ain't ready to hear certain information. Information is a frequency, so a lot of folks, they just won't get it. The ones that's meant to hear the information, they'll get it. That's why you guys are on this channel. Because you have an open mind, you have the frequency to actually download this information.
You know what I'm saying? I was giving them a sacred knowledge that they would never even understand in their heart chakra. But anyway, when I say I was spiritually aligning myself with somebody and she was, you don't really, she said, you don't come. I was like, I don't. And then I noticed that she got upset with me. And this was like in the early parts of that journey. She got upset with me and was like, I was like, why is this such a big deal? She changed in all her energy because I want it. And that's when I realized the value that the life force has.
You're gonna have people being so attracted to you, especially women. Like, a lot of women won't know how to respond to you on this journey because it's so different. And like you said, it's very powerful. Y'all don't understand the power that you have on this journey. You know, this is a creative force. A lot of you guys already know that. But the reason why your energy is so sought after is because it's the seed of life. The seed of life is what keeps all this going. You know, and your energy is able to cultivate new life. And if you're not cultivating new life, you can manifest a life that you want. So I gotta be mindful when y'all out here just slinging your thing all over the place. Just wasting your seed all the time, man. You are wasting God's essence. Real talk. Be mindful.
It's so powerful that it can create a child.
Right.
Wow, that's deep.
That's deep. I like
And I started realizing, like, why is it a problem? Like, why is it a problem if I don't release? Everybody laughed at me, everybody joked, and everything when I talked about that. Talking about, you're gonna get blue balls, no, it's exercise that you could do to move the energy from the prostate all the way up the spinal cord, and it can touch the crown chakra, and your orgasms can stay on the inside. And it's a way greater experience than releasing. Because after you release, you feel weak.
So what's the purpose then?
To manifest.
And people say that all the time too. What is the purpose? If you're not gonna release, what is the purpose? The purpose is to build your essence up so that you can manifest your life. Right? So you can manifest the things that you want. You can manifest the right women in your life that's going to help you build yourself up as a man. Help you hold yourself accountable. That's why I don't get by a lot of folks. They just so programmed by the corn that you think that you have to give up your essence in order for you to gain pleasure. You got to give up your essence in order to be a man. And that's so far from the truth.
It's multi-purpose. It's the strongest energy. We could create a child, or we can give birth to whatever we manifest in our business.
Real.
But if you're not doing it for that at the time, then why?
It's pleasure. If that's what you're just for your own.
But
it's not even pleasure at the end of the day. It's not even pleasure at the end of the day if you misuse the purpose of it.
Exactly.
Right.
You didn't pray with this woman before y'all did that.
Exactly.
You don't even know where heaven is.
That's what I'm asking.
And she's never probably released Amrita, the golden fluid that gives immortality, the elixir of life. When they took the cells from a woman and they looked at them under the microscope, they kept on recreating the melanated woman.
And see, a lot of folks don't even know you can't even release the golden fluid. You can't unlock that in a woman unless you're on semen retention. And I talk about this in my course, Tantric Sex. When you can give multiple orgasms to a woman, what you do is you unlock different doors inside of her. She's gonna start releasing a different type of frequency, a different type of energy. But you can only do that on semen retention because your energy is the key. You're very magnetic, so you start to pull things out of her. And when you can make your woman orgasm multiple times without you releasing your seed, your essence, you create a closed circuit of healing energy. And on top of that, you got your mind in the right place. You focus on your goals and what you want your future to be like while you're in the act. You can even create that because this essence, this energy, and the power of SEX, you can manifest whatever you want. Right? It's really like that.
This girl?
I never heard of this. I never heard of this in my life, so I'm trying to get knowledge and figure it out.
It's real talk. Like, that's why. Like,
I'm hearing. I want to figure it out.
When I was telling men about being honest with your woman, because of her intuition, if the womb is his own chakra, if she's disaligned with the womb and herself, you're going to throw her pH levels off.
That's real.
Gaining knowledge right now.
But have you ever masturbated and felt guilty and shameful afterwards?
Man.
Have you ever watched porn and masturbated and celebrated another man's success?
No.
Cause like I don't watch porn because I noticed my neural path started changing. I used to though.
I don't think I've ever been into porn.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Oh wow.
That's beautiful. I was at one time.
Yeah.
I used to be watching porn, talking about, man, that nigga killing that whole son. You know, and I used to sit there and masturbate and watch porn. I used to sneak and do it till one time this brother had told me, he say, you know that's self-mutilation. He say, you you jacking off to another man's success.
And that goes for all you guys that's still hooked on that corn. Hey, let that be known. Hear what he's saying right now. You celebrating another man's success. You sitting here getting off on another man getting his rocks off. Ain't that crazy? When you really put it in that perspective, you're a cuck, right? Y'all know what that is. It's when you sit there and you let somebody else have that way with your wife, your lady. And you sit in the corner and you do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And you, as a man, you can't move like that. You are the main character in this life. So you gotta move like you the main character. The main character ain't finna let nobody else tag his woman. But that's what that frequency of the corn is. That's what it does to you. It makes you docile, it makes you weak. That corn gonna make you accept all type of filthiness and foolishness. Have you losing yourself? Have you not standing on business anymore? Upholding your morals and your principles. That's why you gotta get away from that, man. Like he said, the neuroplasticity in your mind gets messed up. Your brain gets hardwired in the wrong way. Now you can't even hold a conversation or be in the presence of a real woman without feeling weird, without having anxiety. You did this to yourself. What you feed yourself is the most crucial part of your journey. It's not about what comes out, it's about what you put in. Because what you put in, that's all on you. And what you feed yourself, you're going to transform into that. You become one with what you eat. You know, whatever that might be, what you're watching, what you're listening to, what you're physically eating, what you touch, what you feel, all that is shaping you into the man or woman that you either want to be or you don't want to be, right? It all depends on the frequency. So just be mindful of that, guys. You got to have self-control. All right, you got to know when something is good for you and when it's not. And if it's harming you, if it's harmful to your life, to where you want to go, if it's holding you back, bro, you got to let it go. You got to let that shit go, man, for real. I know it's hard. I know it's easier said than done. But at some point, you got to take control and say, you know what? Today's the day, right? I'm not doing this no more. I'm not looking at this no more. I'm just saying no. I'm going to focus, tunnel vision, and I'm going to handle my business. That's what I did. That's what you got to do. You got to take back control of your life, man. Your thoughts have to be stronger than what you feel. I say this all the time. What you think has to be stronger than what you feel. Your feelings gonna get you messed up in the heat of battle. In the heat of battle, your feelings is temporary. That's what you're feeling right now, but your thoughts is gonna guide you for the war. It's gonna help you get through the war. All right, I know if I do this, this, and that, I might lose a couple battles, but here down the line, I'm gonna be successful. But if you go off your feelings, you're gonna lose every battle. Because every battle is going to defeat you in the moment.
I built myself up so strong. And one of my senseis was telling me, I got this new exercise gonna take you to the next level. He blindfolded me and laid me on the floor. He said, now get ready, we about to attack you, we about to ambush you. And I laid there, and I laid there, and I laid there, and nothing happened. And I said, you know what? Fuck it, I surrender. He said, that's the greatest lesson I could ever teach you, is how to surrender.
You got to explain that to me. You said you laid there, we're about to attack you.
And that's what they say. They say, we about to attack you. We about to ambush you. I'm blindfolded on the floor.
So you shouldn't panic.
I couldn't even relax.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Every minute felt like an hour.
Like you just felt like it was something.
I'm just waiting, I'm tense, nothing but tense energy. And I said, you know what, I surrender. I had to learn to surrender.
Oh.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Because you can walk through life tense like that.
I learned to surrender.
And that's a bar. Learning how to surrender, learning how to let go. And that's one thing about this journey. One of the best benefits that I've got to experience is letting go of my past, healing my past. All this bitterness, all this hatred, all of these emotions that I had stored within my body that was guiding me, that was making choices for me, that was influencing everything that I was doing in my life. When I got on this journey, I learned how to let go, surrender. You don't have to hold on to all this energy, big dog. And I feel like we hold on to all these emotions throughout our life just because it feels familiar. You don't have to hold on to that burden anymore. Just let it go. Free yourself so that you can walk into the unknown and become a better version of yourself, right? You don't know what's in store for you on the other side until you surrender, right? Because once you let go of all this that's holding you back, all this weight that you have, you carrying around for years and years and years, once you let that shit go, The universe is gonna fill that void. It's gonna fill you back up. It's gonna restore you. You lost your lady, you're gonna get a new one. One that fits or complements your journey. You lost your job, you lost finances, you're gonna get a better job that fits your purpose. You're gonna get more finances that fit your lifestyle. You're gonna meet friends, you're gonna be placed into an environment that's going to suit you and where you're going, where you're trying to go, what you're trying to evolve into. But you can't do that if you already got baggage. You can't do that if you're already filled up. You gotta release all that negativity, all that emotion, all that baggage in order for you to receive new. Okay? So some of the benefits on this journey is it recalibrates your mind. It changes you. The way that you look at women, the way that you respond to women, the way that you respond to the world, right? Even the people that you used to hang out with won't even be in your life anymore. There are certain people that you can't even physically see anymore because you're not on the same vibration. So they're invisible to you. All right, this is why when you start to evolve and start to better yourself, new people come into your life. And you be like, damn, where this person been at all my life? Where this girl been at all my life? She always been around, it's just you couldn't see her because you wasn't on that frequency. There was a whole nother realm that you had to go to. This realm, this earth has many realms. But you can only see certain realms based off of where you're vibrating. This is why when you start vibrating low again, going back to your old habit, you start to reconnect with the old people that you used to be around. You start to see them again because you're going back to those old realities, those dense realities. So, hey fellas, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Go ahead and check out the original video. I'll leave that link in my description. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about the video, man. Leave a comment. That being said, if y'all need to speak with me, I do one-on-one consultations, so I'll leave a link in my description. Y'all have a beautiful day, man, and I'm out.